Hello, hello, hello. This is Attorney Mike Grevlin coming to you from Chicago. As usual, we got fun stuff. We got a bunch of clips. I got clips all over the place. From all over the place. Let's get it started, shall we?
You work, you get up, work again, go home, work, go home, right?
Can I say something?
I think you should wait and talk to your attorney, Mr. King, because I've made my decision for today. I'm not going to reduce bail today, but Monday we'll look at that again.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's all for today.
Nope.
All right. Let me hear. Wow. Mr. Green, you were here on Monday and the court found probable cause, but no formal charge had been filed. At this time, the state has filed an information, which is the formal charging document. You've been charged with felony driving while under the influence of intoxicating liquor, marijuana, or any drug. That is a Class B felony. The maximum punishment is 10 years in prison and or a $20,000 fine. You've been charged with attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle. That is a Class C felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine. And you've been charged with possession of a stolen vehicle, which is, again, a Class B felony, punishable by up to 20 years in prison, or excuse me, 10 years in prison and or a $20,000 fine. And I should have started, for the record, is your full name Deshaun, is it Felicissimo?
Felicissimo.
Felicissimo Green, is that your full name, sir?
Yes, that's right.
What is your date of birth?
September 3rd, 1995.
All right. So I have...
He doesn't look like a Phyllis.
Found probable cause, as Judge Edwards did on Monday, for all of these crimes. At this time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used at a future hearing. You also have the right to be represented by an attorney, and if you can't afford one, the court will appoint one to you. Is there any reason that you don't want me to keep your appointed attorney?
No, I like my attorney, but I set bail this morning.
Well, we're going to get to that part, Mr. Green, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Green, I'm going to appoint Mr. Arcuri to appoint you for the remainder of this case. He'll be notified. You should have his contact information, but if not, the jail can give that to you. I'm going to set arraignment in your case for Monday, December 12th at 1 p.m. If you're in custody, the jail will make sure that you're present. If you post bail or are released, it's your responsibility to appear, and you can appear via Zoom or in person, but you should discuss that with your attorney, what he wants you to do. Ms. Zorn, bail was previously set at $25,000. What is the state's request for bail and or release conditions?
Your Honor, we've gotten information of a prior incident, so we're actually asking for that to increase. I'm asking for $100,000 in this matter. I believe he is a huge safety concern. In this matter, he was in possession of a stolen vehicle and eluded from police. He drove on the wrong side of the freeway at 90 to 100 miles per hour. He even drove when he had to...
Which almost sounds like a bad idea.
Both of his passenger side tires of the truck were punctured, and so he was he went into head-on traffic. He put a lot of people at danger, Your Honor. And then I learned that he has a 2016 case out of Pierce County for the exact same thing. He was in possession of a stolen vehicle. He ran from the police when he was pulled over. He ended up shattering he shattered his pelvis, and the victim shattered his leg, I believe, or vice versa.
Yeah, it's a dangerous habit. It really is.
They lost control of the vehicle. He hit a pole and then hit a tree, and they had to be cut out of the vehicle. He was suspended while he was driving in that incident. He's suspended in this incident as well. So we are asking for him not to leave Grays Harbor County, not to possess firearms or dangerous weapons, not to possess or consume intoxicating.
Slow down. Sorry, you can't do that to me or the court reporter. Try that again.
So not to leave Grays Harbor County if released, not to possess firearms or dangerous weapons, not to possess or consume intoxicating beverages or any drugs. We're asking that he comply with all DOL requirements. I'm asking that he not drive and that $100,000 be placed on him since he is a danger to the community.
All right. Mr. Green, you don't reside in Grays Harbor County, is that correct?
I do not, but I can find her address out here. I can like immediately. I can.
All right.
Right.
Mr. Nagel, Mr. Nagel, what do you wish to say?
Your Honor, he does have a home in Lakewood and a job that he needs to get back to. He posted the 25,000 bail. I think that should be sufficient for this case as well. Other conditions that he stay at home, not consume alcohol, and not drive a vehicle, I think are reasonable. I am going to ask for permission for him to live in Lakewood. I don't think it increases public safety at all to force him to live in Grays Harbor County, as long as he's got someone else to bring him back and forth.
I really do like me some Judge Svoboda, but as I was watching this, I didn't know which way she would go. She does the right thing, and she does it in a really cool way.
I don't have a completed application for pretrial release, but I want a moment to review the criminal record. So give me just a moment. I'm going to sign Mr. Simpson's contract so he can go.
Your Honor, we have a completed application for release if you want me to try and forward that to you.
All right. If you would send that to court administration. All right, Mr. Nagel, thank you. I did receive a copy of the pretrial release application.
Okay, good.
I've reviewed that. I've reviewed his history.
We're doomed.
And I have serious concerns about him appearing in this court. He has a theft in the third degree pending in Puyallup Municipal that he failed to appear in a warrant issued on November 9th. He has a driving suspended in the first degree that was cited on September 18th of this year out of Lakewood Municipal Court. He has failed to appear in that case on December 1 and a warrant issued. In his felony cases, he has a history of posting bail and then failing to appear. So that in conjunction with the fact that he's continuing to drive on a suspended license, he was cited for driving suspended first. I don't think Mr. Green takes court orders. Mr. Green, no, I don't. Don't mute him. He's going to behave himself. He's in a courtroom. Mr. Green, you're going to just.
I love that. That's my favorite one. She goes full mom. She's like, no, don't mute him. He's going to behave himself, and I'll be damned if it doesn't work. Because she just proclaimed it so. You'll see.
Listen to my ruling now.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. He does not follow direction. And so if it were simply the concern about failure to appear, I would leave bail set. However, then when I look at his history, possession of a stolen vehicle, theft of a motor vehicle, vehicular assault, attempting to elude, possession of a stolen vehicle, taking a vehicle without permission in the second degree, VUXA charge, that might be vacated under Blakely. I'm not going to consider that. 2 additional attempting to elude. And the charges here are egregious. Frankly, I'm surprised that bail was set at $25,000 initially. Based on what is in front of the court today, I'm increasing bail to $100,000. Mr. Green must be seen in court prior to any release. All right. Thank you. That's all for today.
And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Don't make Oscar beg. It's rude.
Court calls case People versus Garage Scott.
Good morning, Mr. Canatra, first assistant prosecuting attorney on behalf.
Okay, this guy's a regular. Barrage Scott. I couldn't remember. In fact, I was watching this. This is from today. This was sent to me. Thank you, everybody. It was sent to me. It was mentioned to me in a chat. Everything. So Barrage Scott is back. I forgot, but all the court appearances are the same. He does the same thing every time. I thought it was because I've done another one. I don't know what the video is, but I've done another court appearance that went just like this, exactly like this. And here we are. It's like Groundhog Day.
For the people.
Andrew White on behalf of Barrage Scott. Mr. Scott, can you state your name?
Yes, ma'am. Barrage Scott, Your Honor.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. What are we doing today?
Your Honor, I believe that we are still waiting on the possibility of some new cases. Is that right, Mr. Ganatra?
That's correct.
So
Have they been filed or where are we in the process of those? Do we know?
Your Honor, my colleague, Ms. McDuffie, is reviewing a warrant request. She sent out a further investigation to the reporting agency.
Got it. Okay. Go ahead, Ms. White. I didn't mean.
Really come around to Nimish Ganatra too. He's cool and he's always completely dispassionate. It's just those are the facts. That's it. That's what we're doing. He is all business, and I love it.
To interrupt you.
that's okay. Yeah, so we would be asking for an adjournment, but I would like to address bond.
I figured as much. Go for it. Go ahead. Why don't you address bond?
We are maybe thinking about drug court in this matter, but we're not there yet. We're considering it. We are asking for a PR bond. In this instance, there wasn't a physical altercation with the police. He just didn't respond at the police request. He does live in Ypsilanti. He lives with his grandparents and he can go back there. He will not go back to Spico gas station. He has told me he will attend his court dates. There was some confusion with some of them, but he will be at his court dates. He did miss the last one being in the hospital. He still has his hospital band on.
Yeah, I know. He had it on last time. he really needs to take that off, but that's a.
I didn't know.
All right, no, I got you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ms. White.
He has a medical marijuana card.
Sandra White, by the way, is doing a fantastic job on his defending him. But, you know, he does lots of stupid stuff, and she has some great facial expressions where she's just trying to hold back a laugh because he keeps doing dumb things.
As Your Honor probably knows, he has some medical conditions. He has medical plates in his back and a screw in his body, which is very painful. And he needs to be out to get the proper medications. And the marijuana helps with that. I get to see your Honor's face. I'm sorry.
I'm listening. Response from the people.
Your Honor, the other case that's being investigated by my colleague is a R&O case as well. I'm going to hazard a guess that you're familiar with Mr. Scott from prior.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I won't go through the criminal history because you've heard it before. Yes. If there is a reduction in bond, I think you're cognizant of what the concerns are for him to take care of himself if he's out and about, and whatever safeguards he would need in place to make sure that we don't see him on another case in the next few weeks if he is released.
Oh,
Your Honor, he is willing to wear a tether.
I know. The problem is,
I mean, he's been wearing that hospital tag for how long? I mean, he probably is okay with the tether, but
I just don't want him to stay in while we keep adjourning this, waiting on new cases.
I know, but I'd like to not be waiting on new cases with Mr. Scott. I mean, that's really the issue. Barrage?
Yes, sir. I know you're going to say something to me, and I'm listening to you. I'm very
well. What do you think I'm going to say to you, Barrage?
If I don't do this, I know. If I don't do what you say, if I don't do what you say to do this time, I know I'm fried next time. I know I'm going to do what you tell me to do. I just need this chance. That's all.
I don't know that frying is an option for me, but it might work. Barrage, listen. The last time I let you out, I told you not to go to the gas station.
No, that's a different gas station.
No,
That's a different one.
I know, but Barrage.
He literally made the "it's a different gas station" argument before. He doesn't think he needs to change his behavior. Just change gas stations. It's so good.
In the middle of that case, I told you not to go to the gas station. You remember that?
Yes.
You remember you got thirsty for whatever reason?
Yes.
And then where'd you go get something?
I didn't go there that time. Not that time. Not after that. I stopped going. I've been doing good, so I have been doing good, you know. I'm trying. Just work with me this time. I'm asking y'all.
I worked with you the last time. Where are you?
I'm in jail.
Yeah.
I'm doing better though. I would like to do drugs and everything. I would like that. I need help. I'm asking for help. You know, that's what I would like. I mean, just help me this time.
I tried to help you the last time. What'd you do?
I won't do it again, man. I won't. Just help me. That's all I ask in the kindness of your heart.
What is that? Kindness? I don't know. Never heard that. All right. Barrage, are you at the Galt Drive address?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, if I let you out on a tether, and that I basically would make it home confinement, is that going to work for you?
Yes.
Because I don't want you. My problem is when you start going out wandering around, we got a problem.
I won't wander around. I mean, I would like some out time, but I wouldn't want to wander around like that.
That's where the problem comes.
Okay.
And then if you don't get out time, you kind of make your own out time. Then you end up down someplace. Police get called. You start fighting with the police, allegedly, and then we're back here.
I'm not going to be back here again. I'm going to do right this time if you let me out on tether. I'm going to do right. I will. I promise you I will. I won't disappoint you, and I don't want to disappoint my granddad or my grandma.
Look at his attorney holding it back through this. Oh, she's funny.
They're already upset at me. They said come back home, and if I don't follow the directions this time, they're kicking me out. And I don't want to get kicked out. And I got to pay rent today because I missed rent on the 1st. And she said if I don't pay rent, she's going to kick me out.
Your grandmother?
Yeah, I don't got nowhere else to live.
Tell your grandparents if they got to kick you out, I got a place for you to stay.
All right.
You're to be right there.
All right.
Right where you are now.
I don't want to be here no more.
I know you don't.
Okay.
Then you got to do the right thing.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why, but I'll adjourn this out to the 22nd. Nine a.m. I'll set the defendant bond at $25,000 personal recognizance bond. He needs a GPS tether prior to. Don't get happy.
No, I'm not. I'm stretching. I'm stretching my arm.
No, you're not. All right.
I'm really stretching. I was stretching, Your Honor. My arm hurt.
No, you weren't. You were about to get up and do a happy dance. Just sit right there.
Yes, sir.
He needs to be placed on a GPS tether, home confinement prior to release. He will be confined to the Galt Drive address.
Mr. Scott, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Which one of y'all calling me first? I don't know. Confused. Yes,
Go ahead, Miss White.
Mr. Scott, I was just going to say you have to appear by Zoom. If you don't know how to do that, please call.
I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I just need to today when I get out, I need if y'all can email me, I mean not email me, but send the paperwork to when I go to court this month so I know in the mail. That's all I need.
Do you have my phone number?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me a call and I will make sure. I will be trying to make sure you are here at your next hearing.
Okay, and I just wanted to ask one thing. Is my so I'm getting out today?
I think the judge is about to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am.
No, I was pretty much done. Raj,
Yes, sir.
just gonna tell you this. I'm not sure when the jail gets your process and gets you out.
Mm-hmm.
If you come back or violate these conditions, don't ask me to let you out again.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna
You
do
hear
right.
me? And no, you.
Oh, one more thing.
Remember that part of it.
One more thing. If I get my job back, can I go to work, or is that a no-go?
Barrage.
Huh? I just want to.
If I left you in there, could you go to work?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Then.
I understand.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Yeah. He'll be back. Court calls the case People versus Jakeem Ware.
Remember, you look marvelous.
This is in DeKalb County, right, Mr. Sharp? We start on time here.
Oh, God. I thought I was checking everything to make sure it was working. No, I was telling 10 minutes ago, I said, the domain will be on time. Exactly. And it said 4:59. I said, you mark my word. 10 more seconds, and you hit it at 8 seconds. You're on.
Exactly. Let's see here.
We all appreciate it.
All right. All right. So we're going to start, Miss Claudia. We got Bostic. We got Miss Richardson. We got ADA.
All right, I've had this one kicking around for a few days. There's always so much good material because Judge Manning is so entertaining. But this particular appearance, it's just, I mean, really the thing here is just look what this guy got caught with.
We got Miss Young. I think we got everybody. All right, so we'll start. Miss Claudia, where's my interpreter? Miss Amjadi. My interpreter. She was just oh, there you are, Miss Claudia. Miss Claudia, will you raise your right hand for me?
Yes, Your Honor.
You swear or affirm to translate from English to Spanish, Spanish to English to the best of your knowledge, skills, and ability?
I do.
All right. This is position 2 at Marietta Annex. So it's 22 CP 210793. Luis Gilmore Serrano Otero. I'm sure you can clean that up a lot.
Estamos aquí en el número de la causa 22CP210793. Es el caso de Luis Guillermo Serrano Otero.
140 days without indictment.
Son 140 días sin tener una acusación formal.
No bond as of July 20th.
Para el 20 de julio no ha habido una fianza.
Trafficking in cocaine.
Tráfico de cocaína.
Trafficking in heroin.
Tráfico de heroína.
Trafficking methamphetamines.
Tráfico de metanfetamina.
Trafficking in illegal drugs.
Tráfico de drogas ilícitas.
Possession of marijuana with intent to distribute.
Posesión de marihuana con la intención de distribuirla.
And possession of drug-related objects.
Y posesión de artículos relativos a las drogas.
Trial.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Yeah, the judge was really wanting her to translate that, but the translators just ignore her when she does it. We're all waiting for the day.
Manning, how you doing?
Doing good. Waiting on Bostic.
Buenas tardes, Juez Manning. Estoy esperando a Bostic.
Go ahead.
This is only prior arrest.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Miss Lee.
Well, good evening, Judge. I was trying to have a quick conversation with him before we got started, but I think we should be able to proceed. Basically what you said, he's been in custody for about 140 days.
You got to give the interpreter.
Bueno, yo quería tener una conversación breve con él antes de empezar, pero creo que con lo que se ha dicho está bien, podemos proseguir. Él ha estado en la cárcel 140 días.
He's been in custody 140 days without bond, Your Honor. He was entitled to bond as of, I believe, October 17th.
Él ha estado 140 días sin que se le otorgue una fianza. Desde octubre ya debía habérsele otorgado una fianza.
A little bit about Mr. Serrano Otero. He's 34 years old.
El señor Serrano Otero tiene 34 años de edad.
He graduated from high school.
Se graduó de la preparatoria.
He's been here about a year and a half, and my understanding is that he plans to become a citizen.
Él estaba aquí 1 año y medio y por lo que entiendo, él planea convertirse en ciudadano.
Plans to become a citizen. I think he's going to be a resident of Fulton County for a while, but I don't know about citizen.
Judge, with regarding to Ayala factors, I believe he was denied because he is a risk of flight. He has retained me for the duration of the case.
Con respecto a los factores Ayala sobre la fianza, al parecer, debido a que él estaría a riesgo de fuga, según esto, no se le otorgaron, pero él me ha contratado para que yo siga con su caso.
He plans to return to the court when called, Your Honor, to answer the charges against him.
Él planea regresar al tribunal cuando se le indique para responder a los cargos que hay en su contra.
This isn't a case, Judge, that involved any weapons. I don't think there's any weapons at all that are at issue here, and no violence as well.
No es un caso en que hayan armas involucradas ni violencia.
He has no prior arrest at all, Your Honor. So we would just ask.
That is amazing. I mean, he might have committed crime in another country and then just gotten here recently, but it's amazing. You'll see the amounts we're talking about that he has no prior arrests.
Since you set a reasonable bond in this matter.
No tiene ningún arresto previo y le pedimos que le dé una fianza razonable.
So, Ms. Lee, where will he be living?
Señorita Lee, ¿dónde va a vivir él?
That's a great question, Judge, and that's something I was trying to ascertain before we got started here. I don't have an address for you right now. He's been in custody a long time, but the friends that he's been trying to arrange somewhere to live, is my understanding.
Él tiene varias amistades aquí. Es el problema que yo quería obtener la dirección de él antes de empezar la sesión. Pero al parecer tiene varios amigos donde puede vivir.
Is he going to live in Fulton County?
¿Va a vivir en el condado de Fulton? Por lo que entiendo, sí.
And I know they were also trying to find some work as well. I hope to have that information for you today by the call of the calendar, but I'm still working on it, unfortunately.
Okay.
También estoy tratando de investigar lo del trabajo. Y yo trataré de obtener esa información para usted aquí en el condado de Fulton antes de que se termine el día.
All right. Let's see. What says the state? Because I've got, am I wrong? It's 45 kilos of cocaine, 1 kilo of heroin, 1 pound of marijuana, and 1,000 grams of fentanyl. Or 1 kilo of fentanyl, 1,000 grams of meth. Sorry.
45 keys of coke. That's kingpin stuff.
You said 1,000?
Or at least it seems like it to me. I don't do this, but it seems like, okay, I don't know, but that seems like a lot to me.
Grams of meth, Your Honor?
Yeah, according to the warrant, it looks like 1,000 grams of meth, 1 pound of marijuana, 1 kilo of fentanyl, 1 kilo of heroin, and 45 kilos of cocaine, if I'm reading the way the warrant. Yeah, sometimes their wording's not very good.
Creo que al parecer son 45 kilogramos de cocaína, 1 kilogramo de heroína, 1 libra de marihuana, 1000 gramos de fentanilo, eso es, a veces las órdenes de arresto no están precisas. Creo que eran 1000 gramos de metanfetamina.
Yeah, it's been disrupted.
Go ahead, Miss Johnny.
Your Honor, I initially had some slightly different figures for some of these drugs with the figures that the court gave, and I understand that I may have misread the warrants.
Yo tenía unas cifras bien diferentes a las que dice la orden de arresto. A lo mejor no interpreté bien, dice la fiscal, las cantidades que estaban contenidas en la orden de arresto.
Some of them are badly worded, so I was trying to read what they wrote. But go ahead, what did you get?
Algunas no se pueden leer bien.
According to Judge Brasher's standing order, Your Honor.
De acuerdo a lo que dijo juez Brasher en la orden, su señoría.
For the trafficking charges, each one would carry with it a recommended bond figure of $100,000.
Cada uno de estos cargos conllevaría una fianza de $100,000.
And with respect to the charge of possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, the state recommends a $10,000 bond amount.
Y con el de la posesión de marihuana con la intención de distribuirla, la fiscalía está recomendando $10,000 de fianza.
And lastly, with respect to the charge of possession and use of drug-related objects, the state respectfully requests a $5,000 bond.
Y con respecto a la de artículos relativos a las drogas, con todo respeto, nosotros estamos recomendando $5,000 de fianza.
Right.
And Your Honor, this is with understanding that the defendant is now legally entitled to a bond.
Y su señoría, esto es bajo el entendimiento de que el acusado en estos momentos tendría derecho a una fianza.
Given the residential situation, Your Honor, the state would respectfully request some sort of electronic monitoring, either through an ankle monitor or with precision location monitoring.
Debido a la situación de la residencia de la persona, se solicita con todo respeto que se le ponga un grillete electrónico en el tobillo o que se dé una vigilancia precisa del lugar donde va a estar.
And Your Honor, the total for the bond amounts under the standing order would be $415,000.
Y su señoría, el total de la fianza en base a los cargos sería $415,000.
I guess we need to get our new chief judge, since Judge Bratcher's retired, we need to get Judge Glanville to do a new standing order.
Yes,
bueno, creo que como el juez Brasher ya se retiró, entonces el juez Brasher va a tener que emitir una nueva orden. Sí, su señoría.
All right, 100,000 on trafficking cocaine, 100,000 on trafficking heroin, 100,000 on trafficking and methamphetamines, 100,000 on trafficking illegal drugs, 10,000 on the possession of marijuana, the intent to distribute, $250 on drug-related objects. You got to surrender your passport to the state, no drugs unless prescribed, no alcohol, no weapons. Provide an address to the jail, to your lawyer, so that she can find an address change with the court clerk. Stay away from 30. Oh, sorry, gosh, Miss Claudia. I'm so used to just rambling on.
Con respecto a la fianza, son $100,000 por el cargo de cocaína, $100,000 por el cargo de heroína, $100,000 por el de las drogas ilícitas, $10,000 con...
Yeah, I don't know anything about this. You know, my knowledge of this comes from watching Better Call Saul. Okay, so, but it seems to me it seems to me that those are really low bond amounts for the amounts of drugs we're talking about, and easily paid if he's connected with an organization, let's just say.
Respecto al de marihuana con la intención de distribuirla, 250. What was it? 250. Was that
possession of drug-related objects?
250,000?
No, just $250.
Oh, okay. $250 con el cargo de tener algunos objetos relativos a las drogas. No puede, usted tiene que renunciar a su pasaporte hasta que esté en libertad. No puede, tiene que decirles a dónde se va a quedar, cuál va a ser su dirección, se la tiene que dar a la abogada. No puede consumir drogas o alcohol, únicamente medicamentos recetados por un médico. Okay, Your Honor.
So did you provide an address to the jail and to the state?
Yes. Tiene que proporcionar una dirección a la cárcel, a su abogada, para que todos sepan dónde va a estar usted.
There's an ankle monitor supplied by the county through the ORCA project.
Por medio de ORCA se puede emitir un grillete electrónico para el tobillo.
With a 24-hour curfew.
Con un toque de queda de 24 horas.
Except for court, lawyer, medical, and Miss Lee, would you like for me to make an exception for work?
I would, Your Honor. That's my understanding that he's going
to
start work.
Las únicas veces que puede salir es cuando vaya al tribunal para comparecer, ir con su abogado, ir al médico. ¿Y quiere usted que se haga también uno del trabajo? Sí, por lo que entiendo, él va a buscar un trabajo.
All right, so work, but he has to supply the name of his employer.
Pero tiene que proporcionar el nombre de su empleador.
Proof of employment.
Comprobante de que tiene un empleo.
The schedule and the exact location he will be working.
El horario y exactamente la ubicación donde va usted a trabajar.
He has to supply that to the ankle monitoring company.
Tiene que darle esa información a la compañía que le va a proporcionar el grillete electrónico para el tobillo.
And to his lawyer.
Y a su abogada.
So that she can supply it to the state.
Para que ella se lo pueda dar a la Fiscalía del Estado.
Were there any, Ms. Anjadi or Ms. Lee, are there any immigration issues? Because I thought I saw something before, maybe at first appearance. Have those been cleared up?
Señorita Anjadi y señorita Lee, ¿hay algún asunto relativo a inmigración? Porque me parece haberlo visto en alguna parte antes.
Apparently they have, Your Honor. I have not seen anything about that.
Okay.
Aparentemente, yo no he visto nada al respecto.
That'll be it. Best of luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Muy buena suerte a usted, señor, y gracias a el Annex.
Man, and I have one question before we leave.
What's that?
I put on the order passport must be provided to his attorney, and I put her name in it, and then she'll provide it to the state, correct?
Is that what you want to do, Ms. Lee, or you just want him to turn it over to the DA directly?
I'm happy to take care of that, Judge. If
Okay.
that's what she's got, we don't have to change it.
Le tiene que entregar el pasaporte. Estoy bien al poner que se le entrega el pasaporte a la abogada y ya después ella se le entrega a la fiscalía. La abogada dijo, está bien conmigo que se haga así, su señoría.
That's the only one we have at Marriott Annex, right? Where's Debbie?
Hey, Judge, I'm sorry. I have position number 3 in courtroom number 3 too, please.
Okay, at Marietta? Okay.
I was just going to ask, Your Honor, if Ms. Mendez could tell Mr. Otero that I am on my way to see him this week.
La abogada le di- I'm sorry, Your Honor.
No, I think he's still in there. They'll get it.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, there he is. Well, he's coming. There you go.
Señor Otero, su abogada, la licenciada Joanna Lee, acaba de decir que ella, I'm sorry, can you repeat again what you said, Ms. Lee?
That I will be out to see him this week.
Que voy a estar ahí a verlo esta semana.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Marietta. Let's get LaQuela Greer up there. Thank you, Miss Lee. If that's all you got, you have a good
Thank
evening.
you, Judge. Great to see you. Take
You
care.
too. All right.
May the interpreter be excused, Your Honor?
Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Claudia.
Well, there you have it. I ran, excuse me, I ran it to the end. Otherwise, people get cranky because they want to see everything that happened. I get it. You guys tell me. I'm curious. That was a private attorney that was paid for. The speculation here is that he might have some. He might be with the cartel, which would make sense given the amounts that he had. I have no idea. But somebody paid for that attorney. And that's why I think this guy's going to post that. I really do. Oh, Lord. Well, that puts it in perspective. So that was that was quite a mix there. Well, we just had our guy who just can't stay away from the gas station in front of Judge Simpson. We had our we had a little fun with Judge Svoboda. All good stuff. All good stuff. That was my mix for the day. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it, and I'll see you all soon.